Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News. We are live from the epicenter of the migrant caravan as we are about to walk in the middle of this park. We are located 73 kilometers from the border of south border of Tapachula. This caravan started walking uh, on the 24th of December on Christmas Eve and has not stopped walking until now, until this particular moment. That is the 27th of December. We just arrived right now from a late night flight. And as we just arrived, we are here to broadcast this migrant caravan, this influx, which it talks about 8,000 migrant caravan that left the south border of Tapachula with the expectation to get to the northern borders of the United States of America, to get the permissions, to get the permits for them to walk freely into the northern borders. 8,000 of them. They are talking about that there's more than 24 countries located on this huge influx. It has decreased from 8,000 to potential 6 to 7,000. A lot of them had chosen to go to the difficult route, that is the different route, that is the smuggling route. And a lot of them have chosen that because they don't have no other option. So they didn't want to wait for the permits of transit that they are potentially going to be given out by the Institute of National Immigration, that they do not want to give out this. Well, these permits, they do not want to give them out to the migrants. They want them to understand that there's a process that they need to wait. The offices of the Commission of Refugees and also the Institute of National Immigration have closed their operations on the month of November and also December, which has created a huge bottleneck in the south border again. Now, we just walked with a caravan not too long ago. It was around 2 to 3 months ago that I walked with the 10th caravan. This is my 11th caravan. Today, this is my 11th caravan. Last time it was my 10th caravan, and it was around 6,000 people. This last caravan, they walked for different municipal cities, trying to obtain the visa of transit and also the multiple migration form. On that, on that caravan that I was broadcasting and covering, we were saying that there was a huge bottleneck that it was reported by the Commission of Refugees of Tapachula. The bottleneck was explaining that there were more than 100,000 petitions on the year of 2023 in the south border of Tapachula, which tells you that the influx and the continuous entrance of migrants through the south border, through Guatemala and Tapachula, it has never stopped, and it is really difficult for people to just stop continuing to cross the border from one side to another. Now, they're talking about that there's more than 24 countries that they're located right here. Uh, Potentially, there's an influx right here in the park that is not the five, not the 6 to 7,000. A lot of them they do not stay right here at the park. They stay in hotels or they stay around the park where there's shade. And also not only that, but they do not like to stay here. They like to stay somewhere else. So you have the majority of people from entities from Central America, also from South America, but there's a huge influx that is coming in now from people from Africa. A lot of the countries from Africa, they're coming in. Nigeria, Congos, Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso. A lot of these countries from Africa, they're the ones that they're coming in. And that's a migration that has been arriving, in particular to the borders of Arizona, entering to the state of Sonora and the municipal city of Sonoita, and walking all the way through Lukeville, Arizona. That is the influx that we reported years ago from that particular border, but now it has become a sensation with journalists from the United States reporting on it. So we opened up the news. We were the ones that broke the news about this 8,000 migrant caravan in the United States. Real America's Voice News always giving you the first heads up of what is going to happen and what is continuously going to be happening. So we are located again on the south border, bringing you guys the reality and truth of the news. This is how it looks right now in the park. Tomorrow we are going to walk with them at 12 o'clock. There's going to be a potential press conference from the leader and the of the caravan, and also, humanitarian activist Luis Villagran. He's going to be giving out a statement uh, from what they are expecting. This is due to the fact that Alejandro Mayorkas and Anthony Blinken are visiting today the country of Mexico, and because of that factor, the activists and the defender of human rights, he's extremely upset that they are visiting and they're not doing absolutely nothing. Like, we have known that Alejandro Mayorkas in the past, he has gone to the Darien Gap. He only goes around it. He doesn't go in it. He doesn't go to the migrant camps. He doesn't express, and he doesn't explain, in particular, the epicenter of the mass, migration that is happening, and ultimately, not only that, the enormous disaster that the open border policies by the Biden administration, what is causing right now. So this is the epicenter of how it looks like right now, as we are, potentially going to be here for the next incoming days, broadcasting you and giving you guys the reality and truth of the news. So let me just tell you what it looks like and what we have been hearing of potential numbers and entities, and also in terms to children, in terms to women, and also in terms to the men. So as always, the man is priority. There's more influx of men, military age males between 18 to 35, but we have an enormous influx of children. And also there's unaccompanied minors that we are going to try to locate to see what is their purpose to be coming in here, and how they heard that they can come on a caravan walking, unaccompanied minors. Also, pregnant women. Also, we have a lot of children that are sick. There's a couple of cases of two children that they are with cancer. There's another one that has a kidney failure, and there's several children that they are in difficult health situations. Also, there's an elderly lady which has cancer. Also, and this is uh, this is a huge problem. It's a huge problem. Again, another influx. But the problem right here is, which I am trying to elaborate and I'm trying to explain to everybody, it is what I explained on Real America's Voices on the War Room when I was with Steve Bannon. I explained it correctly. It was not the 6,000 caravan that I was just, potentially broadcasting. It was telling the American people of the enormous influx that is going to continue this year and the next year. This is the influx that is stuck here in the south border, that is going to continue and continue and continue, because the border of Mexico, it is open, and it has always remained open, and the free of transit has always been in the Constitution of Mexico. But you have to be regulated and documented, and that is the reason why the migrants are walking, because there's no offices that they're open from the Institute of National Immigration and also the Commission of Refugees. So that is another situation which aggravates, the influx, in which it gives a hard situation on how to move forward. So this is how it looks like. I will walk again from the epicenter. Now I'm going to walk on the street. This is the local vendors, which for them is good. For them, the economy, it is sustainable. Why? Because you have an influx of 6,000 to 7,000 people. Of course, they're going to buy, groceries. They're going to buy food. Ultimately, they're going to buy clothing, as you see right here. They're selling clothing, and also this is a market that is always here, but right now it's possibly is profiting right now out of this, situation right here with the migrants. Why? Because everybody's buying chicken, like you see right here, or they're buying cheese or tortillas, or they're buying vegetables. As we are, showing you the other side, that is the economy that is brought to the local vendors, to the local mom and pop businesses. This is the other side that a lot of the people do not speak about. The local little motels, which they are making a huge profit. You see it in Tijuana that there's a mass migration of people from Russia, that they are spending $1,200 to $1,600 a month. A great journalist from Tijuana explained that correctly in his story that you don't want to miss. It's on our stories on Instagram. The migrants from Russia are spending between $1,200 to $1,600 every month to survive and to try to wait for the CBP app and wait for their turn for them to see if they're going to be admitted embedded into the United States under the CBP app that it was implemented by the Biden administration. So this is how it looks right now. It looks calm around 12 o'clock at noon. The leader of the caravan and pro-migrant activist, Luis Villagrán, is going to speak. We are going to be here to bring you guys that story. Also, I'm going to ask him really hard questions of what is the difference between the Trump administration and the Biden administration. He has been extremely critical of the Biden administration, as it was the past leader of the caravan, that he said that Joe Biden is a puppet, that he lost control of the border, that his policies are completely inhuman, and so on. So you're talking about that. They're criticizing the man that the majority of the migrants choose. This Biden administration has been the one that has been completely insecure, the most insecure administration in terms of immigration in history. The ones that this administration had more migrants have died between the limitations of Mexico and the United States. And also in this administration, more migrants have died in Central and South America, in particular crossing the Darien Gap in Panama. And ultimately, not only that, crossing the Darien Gap in Panama, but also, uh, you know, uh, in Central and South America where they get kidnapped, extortion, and all these other situations, which is horrible. This is the most inhuman process. This is not an immigration process that everybody wants. Uh, you know, this it says right here, the economical system, capitalist economical system, is the responsible of the immigration, which I don't agree. It says we will continue migrating to the rich north. Meanwhile, we still be living in poverty in the South. There will not be no wall that it can stop us. This is possibly says Team Madre Tierra Mexico, solidarity with migrants. Uh, Here they are, attending the migrants. Getting a walk. There's water right here. There's another NGO. They're giving out medication. Here we go. We're back. We're back. So we're going to continue to walk right here to give you guys the reality of what is going on. I will be cutting the live feed. I just wanted to give you guys an update of me just walking in here, particularly giving you guys the information of what is going on, what is happening. I will sit down at a place that I can catch some shade and also give you guys the information of actually what is going to happen and what is the real situation of how it is going to be dissolved in the next incoming hours. Uh, Let me see if I can. Somebody is calling me on the phone constantly. Uh, I'm denying the phone call, but they do not understand. Thanks so much for joining in. God bless you all. I will be giving you guys more information in the next incoming hours. For everybody that is watching, I will be doing a live in Spanish for people to just watch and spread the information around. Uh, Bueno,